me that you love me, baby. Girl, what you tell me that you love me, baby. Girl, what you own. Tell me that you love me, baby. Girl, what you own. She says she like the vibe. She sees it in my.
All right, guys, welcome back. This is currently episode, what, 4?
4, yeah, episode 4.
So obviously this is a special one. This is our first official guest. I'm actually really fortunate to have this person on. You know, shout out to the person that does. And of course, I have my co-host, Mr. Run It and Mr. Gun It, Mr. Quincy Bell.
Sir.
And today, stopping by the heights is someone who carries respect, influence, and resilience. He's a generational icon known not just for his accomplishments, but for the way he leads and inspires others. He's an amazing partner, a proud father of 3 who represents dedication both at home and the workplace. I'm also fortunate to call him my supervisor. But today, he's more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Devin Michael Sulsberger.
Man,
Let's go.
it's an honor, bro. I don't deserve all that. That was a beautiful introduction. I appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah, man. Of course, you know, this is, just honestly a conversation that I really wanted just to have with you and bring you a part of the show. Like, I'm honestly really shocked that you even said yes, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. It's an honor, bro. I'm happy to be here.
It's just like, you know, people have busy lives. Like, I have a busy life. Drake, you know, everybody has their own stuff going on. You have 3 kids, bro. Like,
yeah, but I mean, your friends are trying to get something going. I want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm here to support that, be a part of it. It's cool, man. And it's an honor for me. This is tight. I'm glad. I mean, episode 4, that's so cool. Your first official guest, you said?
Yeah, we had our buddy Zay on it. That was kind of like our first guest on it. But to have someone that, you know, we really don't see on a daily basis, really don't talk to on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, majority of the time, you and I have conversations mainly at work. Like, we'll shoot a text here and there to each other, or maybe a snap, and you know, maybe share a meme on Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, I think just because I was just kind of sitting at work on my route one day, and I'm pretty sure I was heading to Decatur, and I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm gonna hit my boy up and see if he'll do it with us.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
awesome.
But honestly, man, like, of course, you know, we kind of just wanted, like, of course, want to know you a little bit more, and obviously want to let the world know a little bit more about who Devin Sulsberger is. So honestly, like, how was like your like upbringing up in life and stuff like that? Let's kind of start as like a youngin, like, as a young jit, and see how, you know, where you are now.
Oh man, I had a great childhood. I can't really complain. A lot of brothers. I was younger than most of them. I have a little brother with autism. Other than that, I'm the youngest. Got beat up a lot. You know, that's a big part of what made me who I am.
For sure.
Shout out to my brothers. My dad was extremely hard on me. Rest in peace to my dad. But he never took his foot off the gas when he was raising me, and that's another huge part of who I am. And yeah, man, my mom, I had the best mom in the world. She was the one who held it all together. She was the glue, and yeah, that's how I became who I am.
Hell yeah, man. What you went to Westside with me, right?
Yes, sir.
What year did you graduate?
2015.
2015. What was your best, fondest moment of the 2015 marker? Or like, honestly, like, you're growing up as like an elementary school, like what was like your best fondest moments of like growing up on, obviously, because we grew up on the West Side together.
Yeah, man, my fondest memories growing up on the West Side were like riding my bike around just miles and and miles with all my friends. Dude, we would ride just everywhere, all over Sioux City. Really, there was no limits.
Shoot, I feel like it was the same over on my side of town. But like, I didn't really hang out with kids from my school. Like, I always hung out with West kids, and I went to East, you know.
Yeah, man. No, it was cool. And obviously, as you get older, you get into things you're not supposed to. That's fun too, you know.
Always.
And yeah, man, I love growing up on the West Side. I didn't really enjoy school that much, but
how were you like as a student though? Like, were you kind of like or did you skip? I skipped a lot. You know, I barely graduated by the tip of my toes. Honestly, man.
My mom did not play the skipping game.
Okay.
I did not do that, but I did get horrible grades. I was very naturally smart.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but I never had a problem with school, but it made me lazy. So I never did my homework, like, ever. Never.
Please, like, tests? Done.
Yeah, tests, 100. Yeah, I'll pass them every time. Still to this day, I'm just good at taking tests, but was never like the obedient, like, let me get all my assignments done type of person. And looking back, I should have been. Obviously, I wish I would have been, but I just didn't have it in me, man. I couldn't do it.
For sure, man. Did like during that moment, obviously, because West isn't really the fondest school. You know, we do get talked down a lot and everything like that. Obviously, from like, I'm not gonna say names, but like a lot of healing kids, a lot of East kids. You know, like, anything that, like, what was so different about our school that made it home compared to like, because a lot of people, like, usually we don't get a lot of like feedback from our like in our side of town. So what made you want to keep staying on the West Side? A lot of people want to leave, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about leaving like for sports types things,
Yeah.
because that would have been an obvious decision. If you're
Mhm.
gonna play sports, you probably shouldn't go to West High. I'm not. I shouldn't say that, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's
facts are the
a
facts.
business decision. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I would say, it is because, like, even to this day, I mean, I'm pretty sure East beat West like 40 something to
yeah, it was
0.
42-10.
yeah. They're not
something
even.
crazy. I mean.
They got like moved down a bracket and stuff just based off
Yeah.
of their poverty. Yeah, that's crazy. That's super sad, actually. But
Yeah,
no, but West like has this culture, like a family culture, where it just feels like you kind of have some sort of connection to everybody you see walking the halls. I feel like a lot of other schools maybe don't have that to where.
for sure. That's like one thing I always loved about West High. It's like you didn't have to be friends with everyone, but everyone kind of knew who everyone was.
Yeah, because it felt like everyone in those hallways was going through something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're West High, because we have those poverty rates, those kind of like monkeys on our back, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We all kind of respected that in each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously there's a bunch of stuff going on in the world. If you could change something about the West Side right now to give us a better reputation, what would it be?
I wouldn't change a thing. No, it's exactly as it should
I respect
I mean, I think, like, honestly, I would, like, even to this day, like, I wish I would have went to West.
Yeah.
Just because,
For
like,
the
I seen how,
experience?
for the
Yeah.
experience, and, like, it's not, because I wasn't, like, big into sports and stuff like that, Like, I mean, I was bowling and stuff like that, but I just feel like the way you guys talk about how high school was, like, everybody was cool with everybody. Like, where I went to school, it was like, you got the preps, you got this, and it's like, I didn't like that. Like, everybody should be friends with everybody.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
thing, like with West High, is honestly, we kind of kept it, like, people obviously had their beefs, like, obviously, like, of course, from, like, you remember back in the West Middle School days, like, the blacks versus Mexicans, you remember,
Yeah, yeah.
remember those fights and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Because we had to talk about that, because that happened at East and shit like that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I think,
You
just-
went to East?
Yeah.
Okay.
just to have, like, the simple fact of, like, you could see anyone, it could be like anyone, and there was never, like, obviously that tension or that whatever. Because,
Yeah.
like, even regardless of, like, everything going on the West Side, like, everyone still had showed love and everyone knew who everyone was. And it was just like, you know what? I know who you are. You know who I am. If obviously, like, I feel like it was just a big old family thing, like, regardless of how, like, being on Sports Center for obviously having, like, the worst record.
Is that a real stat?
I'm pretty sure it was a real stat. Wait, like, this was, like, back when I was in school.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was,
That's
like,
tough.
I'm pretty sure, like, way back in the day. And, like, West Side's basketball team made a lot of Sports Center not top 10s. So it's just like, to see that, it's kind of like,
You hate to see that.
Yeah, but then
But-
if you think about it, though, you got, Kirk Heinrich that
Yeah.
went to West. And, like, he put a name out
Oh,
for
yeah.
you guys, too. Though.
that's the
Like-
thing. Even, like, with Wesley State, and, obviously everything that happened with Wesley, and obviously wasn't the greatest turnout. But, he did have a phenomenal, like, sports career and everything like that. But what sports were you into? Because I know, like, from, like, personal experience and everything like that, I know you were, like, in, like, wrestling and MMA, like, mixed martial arts and stuff like that. And, like, Muay Thai, is that what it is?
Taekwondo. I was a
Okay.
black belt. Taekwondo black belt.
What made you get into that? Like, kind of like a family thing, or just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna go do that?
My dad basically told me I had to pick a martial art. At home, he always made me train, but it was always boxing training. He was
Okay.
big into boxing, so he drilled me on that constantly. But then he told me to pick one, and I knew one of the instructors that did Taekwondo,
Yeah.
so I chose that one, and it was cool. He told me I couldn't quit till I got my black belt, and I got my black belt and never went back. I probably should have kept going, but I don't know, man. I was kind of a bad kid. I just wanted to, like we said, ride the streets with my bike. I wasn't trying to
Yeah.
do any.
Yeah, because
Cool
you were
shit.
riding around with like Monroe and everyone like that, weren't you?
Yeah, Monroe. That's my guy. Shout out Monroe.
Yeah, shout out Monroe, shout out
Yeah,
to Clutch
for real.
Creed and everyone
Shout
like
out
that. Yeah,
Monroe.
we do give a little shout out to Clutch Creed and everything that he guy's promoting on. Like, you see he's giving away his dream bike too.
Yeah, man, he's doing his thing. Shout out
yeah.
Monroe, man. I love that dude forever.
Hell, even like with my cousin Shamik, he's handling business down in Arizona.
Yeah, Shamik too, man. Shamik and his brother Shafan. I probably rode with Shafan probably more than anybody
Yeah,
ever. Yeah, that's
For
my guy.
for sure. So
Skate park days, bro.
yeah, no,
Love
the
it.
skate park days were crazy, man.
It was fun, though. Like,
Yeah, you were a part of the Cook Park crew, weren't you?
Not really.
No.
I kind of stayed away from I just didn't really like the vibe around
Okay,
there. I
yeah.
like to just cruise around.
Yeah.
Fucking ride around. I didn't like, I don't know. People were into getting into ghetto shit around there. And I didn't.
Yeah, it was-
that's where I kind of, like, exited the scene.
yeah,
I was,
yeah.
I
I
was
grew
there
up on
for-
Bluff Street, so it's like I was kind of like not part of that, but it's just like I was obviously go there and play basketball, and
Yeah.
I'd ride my rollerblades around and stuff like that to kind of see what the vibe was like. But it's just like obviously being a young chick in the road, it is
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
Shoot,
like,
I used to ride my bike from Morningside all the way.
yeah,
Really?
hey, that's a trek.
yeah. So pretty much let's get into like, obviously like we talked about your upbringing and everything like that. So what was like one of your best moments like growing up? Because obviously like, when you're like kind of like in your high school years, you're kind of starting to figure yourself out, like who you are as a person, like kind of like, like everyone has that identity, like not identity crisis, but like that identity, like who I am as a person. So like when did that start coming into your play?
Man, that's tough. To be completely honest with you, I went through some really hard times, like at the beginning of high school,
Okay.
some like rock bottom type lows, just things that were happening in my life. And coming out of that, you learn a lot about yourself in those moments. And
Hell yeah.
just coming out of that and feeling the light on the other side of the tunnel was really like some of my best times growing up. Just like realizing, that it's all going to be good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that you can defeat those demons that are, tugging away at you from the back every day. Your first win in that battle is a good feeling. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know if that was the answer you were looking for.
No,
but-
I like that answer.
No.
What's like what's one thing that you learned in that moment to where it's like about yourself, to where it's like, because a lot of people don't get it at that stage. Like obviously, like I've had some dark times and everything. Obviously, like we just had to talk about what's going on in my personal life. But like during that moment, like how did Devin like face those battles? Like what was like his kind of like his output?
Man, I don't really know. I don't know. My output, I don't know. I just went to a place where I just had to kind of be by myself. I didn't really want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't like doing homework, doing all that. I didn't like, I would go to school and try my best to just not be seen, in those times. And yeah, you learn a lot about yourself. And then, you got to just look it in the face. You can't run from it. That kind of thing. If you've ever dealt with depression, you know what I'm talking about. There's something you got to look in the mirror and figure something out about yourself. And once you do, it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And I think once, like a lot of people in the world that do, that have depression and everything, and obviously depression is a real thing. I just, during my dark times and everything like that, it was, you really look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, it's like this wave over yourself. And like, you kind of just feel the blanket on you. You're just kind of just like, man, it's like, is it ever going to get better?
Right.
But then once it starts getting better, you're kind of just like, damn, like, okay, I can do this.
Well, it makes you feel unstoppable.
Oh, yeah.
Because it feels like your toughest battle. So once that battle feels like it's behind you, it never entirely is, I don't think.
Yeah.
But once you have one of those battles and you come out on the other side, you feel stronger than ever.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
So one of my questions is like, it's kind of like deep, on this aspect. Cause like, we have like a similar aspect cause we both lost our fathers,
Yeah.
Mine was a little bit more recent, but like my question is like, so I've gotten pretty depressed over it. Like it's been hard. I've been getting better and better, over time, but it's never going to stop hurting. What's your best advice to do, like to kind of cope with it? I don't know.
It's one of those battles we were just talking about, man. And I'm not going to lie to you. It never gets all the way better. Grief is one of those things that kind of comes in waves, and those waves will get further and further apart, but they'll always come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's still, it's been going on 8 years, I think, since my old man died, and it doesn't happen nearly as often anymore, but there'll still be random times, you just like driving down the street and you start crying, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, damn, I'm really never going to talk to my dad again, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like make you, sad right now, because I know you're still going through it. You're not that far out from it, but yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, man, it's tough. I know you know, but
I didn't want to get too deep with it, I just kind of wanted some advice, just because it's a hard time, and that's where I feel like we have like that kind of connection about that, because it's something that not a lot of people can handle. I've seen a lot of people go down the deep end, because they lose someone close like that to them.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I just knew I have kids. You got kids, bro. It's just, at the time you didn't, but you had your life to grow.
You have something to live for.
Yep.
So, you got to use that energy for good instead of bad. There's a lot of people handle things different ways. I feel like when you just got to lock in with that energy, channel it in the right ways and use it for good rather than destroying yourself.
Make him proud. That's what I've been trying to live for, Just that.
Yes, sir.
I knew he would be mad if I went down. So he would want to see me keep going. So that's what I live for.
100%.
That's what I'm saying, man. Especially like your growth over the last few years. Obviously, like, we've been down here a few times and had, a bunch of heart to hearts and everything like that. So to see where the growth that happened from back then to like now.
Mhm.
And obviously, like, dude, I'm telling you, like, from man to man, like, I'm really proud of you because because
Uh,
you and I are definitely similar because we're both like, I'm Mister. I'm gonna do it. Then I don't do it.
Yeah.
Then I'm back at square one. So, but obviously, like, saying the growth, and obviously, the new baby also now a part of the team. Obviously, again, congratulations to that, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you,
congrats,
thank you.
man. Congrats.
Hell yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to do it without the lady upstairs, Like, she's been the rock in a lot of things, like, especially when my dad was gone. There's times that I've taken things out on her, not like on purpose, but
Yeah.
like, I regret it, but like at the same time, she's still stuck around.
Yeah.
I mean, she's solid.
Hell yeah.
It's hard to find someone that has your back through everything. And that's what you need to look for. I'm not saying go out there and just search for that person, but like, they'll come in your life when the time is ready. Don't.
Yeah, because obviously, like, your mother, the kids of your mother, everything like that. How is it to see your girl become like the mom she is now? Because obviously you guys dated for a while, and so to see her as a mom now, like, how does that make you feel inside to see, like, obviously, like, you guys have grown in the years to see how she is a mom now?
It's the most beautiful way to see a woman. Having your kids, raising your kids. There's nothing more attractive in the world
Yeah,
than to see your woman with your kids, man. Shout out to baby moms, Kayla.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know she's gonna watch this. Yeah, it's the coolest thing in the world, and it's tough to see them go through it, because they go through a lot, more than we do. I know it puts us through things, stress from different angles, but they get a very direct, fucking shit they got to deal with, right?
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know if I would be able to do it in her
yeah.
shoes. So yeah, shout out Kayla, my baby mama.
Shout out to
love
Kayla.
you, love you, baby.
Yeah, so like it's kind of cool that all of us kind of have like something in common because like all of us are girl dads, and so obviously like how was it feel? Like how did it feel to like when she told you, like when you guys found out you're having a girl? Like because obviously like we always want, like I think as like growing up as like kids, like to those conversations you have with those like real friends, like, oh, like I can't wait to be a parent one day, and like I want a boy, and then like you find out you're having your girl, like it's your firstborn. It's like when I found out I was having Scar, I was just like, damn, like I had kind of to sit there for a second, kind of like I've always wanted a boy, but it's like I'm getting blessed with this girl, and so when I became a girl dad, I kind of really sat there for myself. It's like, damn, everything I've done in my life, everything I've caused, every hurt, everything like that doesn't even matter anymore. Because it's like to have unconditional love by this one little person that sees you as Superman has been one of the most coolest experiences ever. So it's like, how did, when your little baby started, obviously, like we just had to talk about it too. It's like to see her start growing up now to like get to that stage that I'm kind of talking about. How's that really like impacted your life?
Oh man, like you said, nothing prior mattered. I mean, the moment she entered the world, you feel yourself change, and you know that nothing else matters. And that's just what it is. Everyone else, I'd light every other person in the world on fire to save my daughter. That's just honest to God
I love
truth, man. She's that's my whole world. The reason my heart keeps beating, man. I love that little girl so damn much. It's not even right. It makes me feel so vulnerable.
That's how it has to be, though.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know how it could be any other way. I couldn't not feel that way if I tried.
Yeah, but dude, I'm telling you, like, man, like, and now like. From going to like a girl dad to now having twin boys. I remember the first day you even told me that. I remember I was walking up, of course, like I was obviously late to work. Sorry, Pat.
Shout out to Pat.
Yeah, shout out to Pat and Lori and everything like that. But dude, like I remember I was walking by your truck, dude, and you were dangling out of your truck like, I'm having twin boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, dude. And like so like now like you get your boys, but you don't get one boy, you get two boys.
Yeah.
Then see Kayla start going through that process of having twin boys. Like, because think about it, we were just talking, because I remember we first started, of course, we're, chatting up about our kids and everything. But back then it was just the baby. And then it was like only, 7 months, by a year in, deep? How old was the baby when,
she was 11 months old to the day when they were born. They were all three born on the 9th. My dad also, his birthday and the day he died was the 9th. And then all three of my kids were born on the 9th. I don't know what that means, but there's some sort of higher power at play there.
I would definitely say so, because, like, I mean, I even had a similar, like, my daughter was born at 4:44 a.m.
Damn.
Like, angel numbers, it's just, like, all the simple things, like, you see it's, like, things happen for a reason.
100%, man.
That's how I always look at it.
so like when you see those dates, And like, does it kind of have you like you feel that? Is it kind of do you think that's a kind of like a blessing, like to have them like that? Because I think that's a blessing, honestly. Like,
Yeah, and I think my kids have been a blessing from my father, especially the twin boys. I can't imagine a cooler blessing as a father than twin boys. I mean,
that is honestly cool.
if there's anything like, I don't know, I always wanted to have a big family. I still want more kids. I got
Oh, do
three.
you?
I want at least a couple more.
Oh shit!
But having twin boys that's the coolest shit ever.
This man's crazy. I'm getting good, bro. Three's enough for me, man.
Bro, I fucking love them kids, man.
I love my kids, but like, I don't know, man. It's just me. Like maybe down the road when they get older,
Yeah.
if my fiance wants to have another one, yeah, perfectly fine with it. But like as of right now, probably just gonna snip it and then just reverse it later.
Yeah, you can always get it reversed later, so you can't really beat that.
Yeah.
Man, I come from a big family, and I just can't imagine my life without any of my siblings. And I want to give that same like chaos to my kids.
Yeah.
And it's so natural. If you have so many siblings, it's so natural. Like you can't avoid it. It's gonna change who you are growing up that way. It just does.
Hell yeah, man. Because I didn't, like I'm close to my siblings, but not close. So how are like the babies? Are they like, do they battle a lot? Do you kind of like make them like kind of like or do you already have that kind of special relationship?
Oh, they love each other so much.
Hell yeah, that's a blessing.
That's the coolest, honestly. They fucking love each other.
I'm jealous of you because like the twins thing, dude. I've always like.
That's thing, dude. Have to two. That's thing, bro. Y'all damn near triplets.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
when I see the snaps of the boys and I see you, I'm like, dude.
Thanks.
When
bro.
they're like 18, 19, it's going to be dangerous.
Oh yeah. Hey, I always say, man, I'm like, if there would have been two of me, there would have been no pussy left to go around. Oh, I'm just talking shit. But,
Oh shit, brother.
That's funny.
Oh damn. I
No,
love
but
that.
like that's how I like felt about shit too. Just like if I had a twin, bro, like not like in that aspect, but like just like the
It'd be
way
so
I did
cool.
shit, it would be cool, but it would have been dangerous because like when I pop off, imagine my twin next to me. It's like Ryan and Riley.
Yeah.
Like one pops off, then the other one's popping
Yeah.
off with them.
Hey, shout out to Isaacsons. Those
Yeah.
are my boys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to
I
them.
love them dudes. But yeah, the twins thing is cool. It's crazy. I went with my oldest brother down to Rolling Loud, Miami. This
Okay.
was right before I had my first kid. I guess a couple years before. But I remember there was these twin brothers there that we saw all 3 days. They were in like ridiculous matching outfits. And we kept seeing these dudes and they were like lit as fuck, having a good time. And we were looking at each other like, man, like our connection is so tight. But imagine if we were twins, bro. Like imagine having a twin brother. Like wouldn't
Yeah.
that be crazy? So then to like fast forward and I have twins and I see that connection in real time every day. It's cool as shit.
How is it? Like I always like wanted to have this conversation. This is the reason like I wanted to talk to you about this was like the twins thing. Like how are they? Are they like inseparable? Or like they're like, because like my daughter and Kyrie, they're born like months of damn near like Scarlett's born in October and Kyrie's born like January. So it's like a few months from each other.
Yeah.
But they're like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
So it's like how the twins like.
Oh, same way. All three of them are right in step,
yeah.
Anywhere they go, they're following each other. That gets all three of them. Like it's rare, we have like these gates in our living room, right? Because they're little. You can't just let them
Yeah, for sure.
roam free. But when we do, they don't go separate ways, You always
It's
find
all in
them,
step.
Yeah, you always find them all together. They're conspiring and shit. My daughter, she already knows how to work the gates, so we're kind of fucked. She's like, "Come on, babies," and like waves them on like a fucking traffic police or some shit. It's crazy,
Man, dude, like I just to be a parent now and like obviously like we all raise hell,
right?
and like to be like I want even get your output on this, Quincy, like to be the parent now, like to of course we all raised hell, and now we're just 3 dads on a podcast now.
Yeah.
Like how does it feel? Like dead ass. Like how does like I'll get your POV on this, but how does it feel?
It feels great, man. I can't wait to watch them raise hell. I feel like my parents maybe did a little too much of trying to not let me raise hell. Not my dad, but my mom. She was always trying to keep that shit in check, which was good. Obviously you got to do a little bit of that. But I like the idea. I heard a quote that was like, you got to let them be a savage and then rein them in from there. Because if you raise them too straightforward, you can't teach the savage part.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to raise them as a savage and then fucking, tighten up shit from there. You know what I'm saying?
So who's out of the parent wise between you and Kayla and everything like that are you the sucker or are you the strict one? Because like when it comes to Scar, I'm not Scar and Cammy, I'm baby?
I'm the strict one for sure.
Are you?
100%. Yeah.
But does obviously like that little daddy? Once you hear daddy, you just get sucked in like that.
Yeah, you can't do it though.
I know that's
Dude, it's hard.
it is hard.
But you got to lay down the law, man.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to.
I got my little one, she looks at me and goes, "Daddy, please."
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Oh, dude." Like, I'm trying to be like stern and like, no. And then like, she'll hit you with like those puppy dog eyes. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I try, but they're so sweet. Like, and like, in the aspect, like, I have like pretty much twins. My two daughters are a month apart, like, cause, one's hers, one's mine, but they fight and butt heads because they're not like actual, like around each other all the time now. When they're getting along and stuff, dude, in sync, dude, walking around. And it's crazy, like having 2-year-olds and then one that's just born.
Yeah.
It's crazy feeling.
It's a lot, man.
But I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
I feel like those times though, when you say no to them, is actually you're loving them more in that way, because you know what's right for them.
Yeah.
In that moment, they're kids, they don't know better. They're being very short-sighted. And just giving them that like strict guidance, I feel like that's love.
I've been getting better. I've been getting better.
Yeah,
it's tough.
I told them with the toys, dude. Today they were trying to play with the toys, and I was just like,
and you got to pick your battles too.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's like, all right,
fine, do your thing. But no, today I put my foot down. I was like, nah, the toys. I shut their bedroom door. I was like, you're not playing with the toys. We just put them all away. You're done. Here's some toys. You can take them to the living room, play with them. That's all you're getting.
How's it feel when you hear the toy box drop out? Like when they just dumped the toy box?
I'm numb to it now.
You're numb to it?
It's every day, multiple times a day.
And then you clean it up. And then
just repeat the process.
I remember I cleaned up all the toys, right? And then kids wake up from a nap. All of a sudden I'm in the kitchen. All of a sudden I hear closet door open and just all their toys. They're just starting to rip them out, throw them everywhere. I'm like,
That's the thing, man. I think now, after all the bullshit I've done in my life and all that, everything I've done, where it's like, there's nothing more in the world I would want to hear than that sound.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't hear that sound, it fucking sucks.
You're going to miss it. Yeah.
And so it's like,
your kids are getting old too.
And that's the sad thing, bro. It's like, seriously, Scar's going to be 9 and Guy's right around the corner with them too, right around the corner with her. And then like, I kind of like, obviously like I wasn't like the best parent, growing up or like that. Obviously, like, of course you would know. But, I think getting my restart with Cammy to like learning how to be patient. Cause obviously like, working with him, I had a really long talk with you when I found out Cammy had Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And obviously that was a hard time for me. And shout out to Lori for having all the talks that I had with her. But I think just kind of being that parent now to understanding, she's not just like a normal kid like Scarlett and Kyrie and everything like that. Because I have to parent way differently now. And obviously like, I'm still learning to be that parent, to be like, okay, like I see like what you're doing and I'm seeing like the progress you're doing. But it's just like there's nothing more in the world where it's like I don't even care. I don't see you as a baby I see you as my baby, and you've been like one of the biggest blessings to me.
Yeah.
And then just even having those talks with you in the FedEx truck, and like obviously like it was definitely a hard time for me because I never have had that experience, but like I remember one advice you gave to me was like one of the best things ever because I see it now was they're always happy.
Yeah.
And like she has her little moments where she screams, but that's just a baby. But overall, when she's not in those little moments, but she's the happiest baby in the world, and is also one of the coolest things to see and to be a part of.
They had the like don't give a fuck at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
They do their thing and they're happy.
Yes.
Like everything makes them happy.
It's a human in the purest form.
Yeah.
It's like a Down syndrome person is not any less of a
for sure.
And you don't see them like depressed. Like you don't see many depressed.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like I'm telling you, like when I found out, dude, it was a hard time. I was going through it. I was talking to him.
Yeah.
I was talking.
This is the first time. Like, not trying to say anything, but like it's the first time you ever even told me. I didn't even know.
Oh really?
Like, I just thought it was natural.
Oh shit. Yeah.
She don't like seem like it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. We had like of course like me and her mother like we went through like the whole loop around of like like was it like me or was it her or like did it just happen, and it just happened, and then we had her tested and then she's only 5%. She only has 5% Down syndrome.
Oh, she's chilling.
And
she's not like
yeah, and that's the thing.
She's not like down bad, Like
yeah.
I'm not like don't mean to say like in that way, but like
yeah.
you know what I mean. She's not. She's still.
Yeah, she
might be one of the smartest kids though. Have you noticed like a lot of smart people do have like autism and stuff like that?
That's the thing. Some of the smartest people, some of the richest people.
Yeah, too. She's gonna be just fine.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. When I see her now, it's just like it's one of the coolest things to see. You're your own person. you're not like Scarlett, you're not like, you're not like Kyrie, you're Camilla, and you're starting to figure out who you are as a person. I'm starting to see her personality come out more, and her excitement, and then like when she's sad and everything like that. So I love seeing all different sides of her, even though it does, obviously being a parent, you do get stressed out here and there, but
Of
like,
course.
but it's just like, damn, there's nothing more in the world that I would want and to see, to be a part of. What are you gonna do? But so as a parent, like what type of parent is Devin?
I
Like
try to just be fun,
Yeah.
and loving, of course. I had it really good as a kid. My dad was a full blown psychopath. I will say that.
Okay.
But he was fun as fuck. He was so much fun. And then my mom was just like unconditional love. Like no matter what, she was like the perfect mother
Good.
in that way. And I just wanted to bring both of those things,
Mhm.
as a parent. Just be loving as can be, and just be fun. Like we were talking about picking up the toys. And it's about 9 o'clock at night, past her bedtime, and the living room's all clean, and she's like, "Dad, you want to play blocks?" Yeah, man, let's play blocks. I'm not gonna say no. Like, look, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Build a big ass castle and let her push it over. That's her shit. She loves doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I've been too. Like even we used to be pretty strict on like bedtime,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, as they're young right now, so I'm not like too crazy, but I'm not like letting them stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning or nothing. But like if it's like 10, they want to like hang out with dad and watch a movie or just chill out.
This is a question for both of you boys. Is as like being a parent now, it's like, have you ever had that like moment you just look at your kids and you're like, damn, I'm really a dad.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've had like, dude, it's been hitting me a lot recently, especially like being around Cammy a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
and like being with my 2 older kids now. And like one of the coolest things after like being a parent is taking them to school. Like I never really knew my dad. I probably met him by a handful about 8 times my whole life, and I'm 30 now, and so to take my kids to school, and like that has to be like one of the coolest moments. Take them to school, drop them off, we pick them up, and see like I walk up, and then you obviously just walk up, and you're just like you're just a dad. You're just like, damn, like I went to school across the street at West High, and now here I am at Los Hills, with my little baby, and it's like to see them like grown up and everything. Like,
No, that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
looking
when I take
forward
the
to that
kid,
too,
taking the kids to school,
yeah,
and then like picking them up after school because they haven't seen their dad and mom all day, and they're just
Dude,
like,
the experience,
"Dad, mom, running."
dude, I'm
up
telling you,
to
the experience, bro, it's unreal. It's like, and it's an unreal feeling to where it's like, of course, like you're that strict dad. Like obviously, like you were saying, you're the strict dad. To where it's like you have that little moment to where it's like, even like when you probably go home tonight, or you see your kids you see your babies in the morning. It's like they wake up and they just give you a big old hug, like they haven't seen you in like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, you really sit there for a second. I'm telling you, bro, it's like, I've really slacked on putting my kids to bed. Not like bad, like in a bad way, but it's just like I like hanging out with them.
But me and you were kind of similar. Like you have your kids all the time. Obviously, you're with the person that the only baby mommy or only mother of your children. Me and Drake, on the other hand, we have separate,
Split family.
split families. So I mean, I have my one daughter with me all the time, but then we got 2 of my daughters. I go back to the parents, and it's just like when I pick up my daughter this last Friday at 6, and dude, she was so excited. She was like, "Dad, dad, dad, dad." Just like running, and like that's like the best feeling. It's like seeing how happy she is to go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing tops that, man.
One thing I do want to ask is it just ran past my mind. Oh, dude, that just killed me. I'm so sorry. It was about dude, that bugs me. It was a good question for it too. Oh my god.
We'll come back to it.
Oh no, I do. It's it's on the tip of my tongue. Dylan, go with the next question. I'm sorry, brother.
So if there's one thing in life, like, is there anything in life that you'd like really change from, I would say, your older years? Not like the person, not like, the person you're with and stuff like that, but like any life decisions that you made that you would have changed.
As an adult?
And I don't count like you being an adult as like 18. I'm talking about like, I look at like more adults are like when you're at the drinking age, you have more.
You're starting to figure out. Like,
18 is not an adult, bro.
Anybody that tells you, "Oh, I'm 18, I'm an adult," no, bro. You don't hit adulthood until I would say 21. Some people not even at 21, man. Like there's people graduating college, at 22. That's like
for sure.
I would say more at those age because you have more responsibility. Like you're gonna go have fun and have drinks, but you got to be responsible and get yourself home without drinking and driving. Stuff like that. Is there like just any decisions from then to now?
I would say no, just because of where I'm at. it all led me here. Obviously, I made mistakes. We all do. Did things that I regret. You can't regret them, right? Because that's how you ended up here. I mean, all the good and the bad, that's what leads you, down the path that you're on to this day. It's hard to say I would take anything back.
I would have to agree with that because, like, I made some dumb decisions. Like I used to be heavy smoke or whatever, and I got an OWI or DUI, whatever it is, having weed in my system. And to be honest with you, bro, I wouldn't have met her to this day, because I probably wouldn't have known who she was at all. Like, and whatever. But that was a while ago before, and then I met her a year later, and we clicked. And
For sure, brother.
But exactly, everything happens for a reason.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a dumb thing, but things happen, and I've learned. I haven't smoked in a year and a half.
It's been
I haven't smoked in a year and a half. I don't drink as much. Like,
yeah, you didn't. I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, the last few years I've seen. I'm saying I'm really proud of you, bro. Honestly, like, that ass, like, man to man again, like,
So that one mistake led you to meet her, have a daughter, quit smoking as much, quit drinking as
the
much.
beautiful truck outside.
Hey,
The nice apartment you have.
that one mistake might have saved your life.
well, that's her truck. I don't got that one.
You still got. You got a beautiful GMC, brother. Man, but bro, I'm telling you, 2 years ago you didn't have it. What?
Nah, yeah,
So I'm saying, you're on the Lambo Feedies, my guy.
yeah.
I'm saying to see your truck now. You have a better truck than me.
Yeah, but you still got the Subi. You got the, But at the end of the day, though, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it without her. I'm gonna say that. She put me on the right track, but I'm not gonna say it was all her. She put me in the right mindset to keep going.
Yeah,
she was there.
And I do know my question for the follow that up though.
Yeah,
Go.
hit it.
So obviously we were talking about split families and like that. To where how is it important to the world or into like your family to have that connection with that partner, to have that family? Like, how is it important to have that, and also you like to be a part of it and to see like your girl, your baby, and your two boys, to see mom and dad happy and in love. Because I'm telling to see you happy and everything like that. I'm telling you, bro, it's like I love looking at you and Kayla from like a distance, where it's like, you know what? There's some people to look up to that, because obviously there's not every relationship isn't all rainbows and sunshine and everything like that.
Yeah.
But
it's just non-negotiable for me. It's do or die. I mean, it's not always easy, of course. We don't, there's fucking countless times we don't see eye to eye, don't agree on things. And, you have bad days, where it feels like you don't like each other, but you always love each other, and you just try again the next day, And, yeah, I don't know. I was raised in a split family where my parents were always at each other's necks, and, would talk down on each other to me and things like that. And it was always it just always felt gross, it just felt ugly. And as a kid, it makes you feel like you're the problem somehow,
I feel
and
that.
I just fucking would never want to do that to my kids, man. So it just feels like non-negotiable for me. Like this, like we're going to make this work. I love you. You love me. We love these kids. Let's fucking do it.
No matter what, you got to do it.
Do you see yourself, popping that question? Not trying to put you on the spot. But
maybe someday, man.
Do you see yourself getting married?
I want her to have my last name, but it's hard to see the upsides of a legal document binding two people.
I feel you. Yeah, that's one thing. Me and her a bunch of conversations about. It's not nothing bad, but it's just like,
it just seems like every year it makes less sense in the world. It's just like, what are we doing? Why are we bringing the government into this? I don't even trust the government with my taxes, let alone like fucking. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, you love me, I love you. I'm rocking with you, you rocking with me.
Yeah, I'm doing it just because I popped the question. We're gonna do it, but we're not doing like none of like we're just gonna do it quick. Court. Stamp. Oh, I get where you're coming from because like at the same time, like marriage is not what actually combines you guys as two people.
It's like love and
because how long have you guys been together?
I don't know, 4 years.
4 years,
something like that.
Yeah, because like I think it's after 5.
I should know. I'm probably gonna get beat up.
But I think it's 5.
Sorry,
after 5 years, you're considered legally married when you live with someone and everything.
Yeah,
common law marriage, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think it's 7 years. But either way, that's cool with me. And like I said, I would like her to have my last name, so it's probably something we'll do at some point, get married. But yeah, right now
he's just rocking.
I mean, we had 3 kids in a year. Bought a house. Bought cars together. Fucking, we just have so much going on. It's like who the fuck has time or money to try to get married right now?
Yeah, so like you did. Let's get into like you purchased a house. So like obviously, like how old are you right now?
I'm 29. I just turned 29. Yes,
so
sir.
like to purchase because you have a beautiful home.
Thank you.
To purchase a home like that, to where it's like how were you feeling in that moment? Because you were, I'm obviously like I did a few routes with you and everything like that. And we were looking at the house that you were looking at, and so to like pick that one home, to like, how did you find out that was the home? So it's like I want to bring my kids home every day.
Oh, the next door neighbors are my aunt and uncle,
Oh shit!
and they have young kids as well. They had kids later in life, so my little cousins are actually just a little bit older than my kids. We actually went over there for one of my cousin's birthdays. It was like his fucking 8th birthday or something, and
Okay.
we saw the for sale sign in the yard next door. It's a little cul-de-sac, fucking real nice neighborhood, real quiet, just a perfectly ideal place to raise kids. And I mean, that's exactly what we were looking for.
Yep.
So it was just it just fell in our lap. It was meant to be. It even, they were actually closing on the house. A different buyer was buying it, and it fell through on the very last day. And we got a phone call that it was available, and it was a done deal.
You were just like, yeah, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Get it.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's why I was talking to you about earlier. Just kind of like I live where I live now, but I want to move back down here and just see kind of. I don't know. I'm glad I got away from who I got away from. You know, like the party life and stuff like that. But like, I want to be closer to some of my friends and stuff, and like, you know, and for Bailey to meet some of my friends. Like, you know, if you end up joining, you know, the group and stuff like that. Like for us all to be close, you know. Girls can go do stuff. The boys can go do stuff. You know, have our families all together doing cookouts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because your kids are the same age as my kids.
Yeah.
And then Drake has a young one too, but he still has the older kids to kind of mentor the younger kids, you know?
Yep.
Free babysitters, you know?
Literally, that's like one thing like I love about having Scar being older now, where it's just like, hey, watch your brother. Like,
or Cammy duty.
yeah, Cammy duty. That's all. Yeah, I like have to go like run outside to take the trash out, and I'll be like, Scar, you're on Cammy duty, and she'd be like, oh my god. So, but dude, honestly, man, like one thing I do want to get into is you to try out this Shannon Sharp.
All right, let's.
You down?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So this is Shannon Sharp's Shea by Lee Portier. You can also get it at it is it's a VSOP cognac. It's a 13 award-winning drink. I promise you, it is one of the smoothest and best tasting drinks you'll ever have.
All right.
Promise you. You want to grab your glass for me?
Sure.
Hell yeah. So I'm telling you this.
Should we might as well just like tip it off together or what?
You want to try it? Oh, you've had it, but
I've had it, but I mean, like, let's all have a little
Yeah.
something together, you know?
yeah.
Don't make me drink alone.
Oh yeah. Shit.
All right, bet.
Might go make a baby out of
Hey, yeah, I might.
Yeah, my girl got me that for my 30th birthday. It says Sterling Sharp just got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
And so Shannon came out with a whole new bottle, shit like that. So it's actually pretty legit. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna pull you a lot. I know. Yeah, you're good on that.
I don't drink.
Shade it.
But, well, like, your honest opinion about it, you know? Be blunt. If you don't like it,
Yeah,
if you don't think it's good, then be blunt, you know?
It
But-
smells good.
get a little more. I'll be at work tomorrow. I promise you. I'm gonna be late, but I'm gonna be there.
Bro, you're always there. I'm not tripping.
That's the thing, like, you know, even with Drake, like, you know, he admits he'll be late sometimes, but he's always there.
Yeah, dude, you can't ask for more than that.
That's
He was
like-
trying to beat himself up the other day. He texted me some shit like, "I know I'm not the best employee." I'm like, man, knock that off, bro. You show up every day. That's more than fucking 80%.
Yeah. He shows up every day and he still gets the job done.
Yeah, gets it done. That's what I said. You show up and you get it done, bro. I can't.
Because you stay late, don't you?
I just show up late, so I stay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, no,
please.
so it's actually your hours, but I mean, like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Since you
But
end up
trust
showing
me,
up
every-
late,
yeah,
you
every
make
time,
sure you get the job done.
yeah, every
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
yeah, every time I see, one thing. Shout out to Pat too, because that man be putting in hella work, and I do want to get into that with you. Is that's like one thing. Every time if I'm late and if I like leave, like if I like pull up late and he's still there like doing oil change and everything like that, I always ask him like, "Need any help?" Because I feel bad, where it's just like Pat has grinded hella hard to have the position he is now. But let's get into this quick. Shout out to the pod.
Shout out.
I would just
Cheers.
take if you want to take a little sip of it first and see what you think.
It's smooth.
Mood?
Yeah, I like it.
Hell yeah.
But that's why I told Drake, like, 'cause I'm not like a liquor drinker. I don't like the hard stuff and stuff like that. But like, I drank this. I was like, damn, that's nice.
This is like a steak dinner.
Yeah.
Like type drink.
And I'm not even really a cognac guy, but I could sip this on the rocks or even just neat
yeah.
like this. Yeah, this is
That's
good.
why I was telling Drake, get those cube ice cubes.
I
bro.
do. They're in the freezer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got 4 of them.
That's
It's
what
good
I told
even
Drake.
Neat like this though.
I like the cups. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, Drake, but I think we should get those square.
Angelica got me these. They say Williams EST 1995.
Yeah, that shit goes hard.
Hell yeah.
But I was saying, like, we get those square cups. I always have one, if whoever we have on the guest wants to, have a little
Yeah.
drink, you know.
Hey, this is my shit right here too. You got the Espolon.
Yeah, she's an Espolon drinker.
Yeah, she has some right now.
Yeah, she has some upstairs. We might have to do a shot after this. But dude, I'm telling you, like, dude, this, I don't know, man. It's like I'm a huge fan. Obviously, Shannon Sharp plays for the Ravens. I'm a huge Ravens fan. They lost. That's sad.
Steelers won though.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I seen your hat, dude. I wanted to say something. I'm a Steelers fan too.
Oh hell yeah, man.
See, I should have got toxic.
Hey.
Hey, it was a home game in Ireland. You see that crowd?
Yeah.
Dude, that's what we should do. Is you should come over because we plan on doing it. We're gonna do like a rival week. Is
Okay.
so pretty much we'll just watch the game and then we'll like
When the Ravens and Steelers play?
Yep.
I'll bet that.
We're gonna have it down here streaming and shit like.
Oh yeah, bro. So we actually want to do a live stream, like TikTok live stream and shit like that.
Watching the game?
Yeah, watching the game. We'll have like because I plan on bringing my other monitor. I'm gonna pop that thing right here. But we're gonna have the TV, but we can have other stuff right here.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have some big plans that it's gonna make it a little bit easier for us and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
we
with
do.
that.
We do want to have like I'm trying to buy the field next door,
Oh yeah.
so I'll have the biggest lot on the block. That's like my goal by hopefully by the end of the year. Sioux City's been bullshitting
I
about
told
it.
Drake if he's gonna buy that lot, he needs to buy the house too.
Hey, yeah, I plan on buying the house.
This house,
Yes,
and then you're
I
gonna.
have to. Why would I buy the land next door and not buy the house?
Yeah. Have you talked to the?
City?
I don't know about the house.
The land? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's already been in conversation, bro. I promise you. I'm 20. I'm like 20, about 22 grand deep in the house. Like, cause I'm telling you, when I first moved into this house, and like it was a crack house, and like when I first got into it, she even told us too. She was, this house is not. But I was like, you know what?
Shit is nice, bro.
That's like when I saw the house and I saw everything, like the potential. I was like, I know what I can do. Like, I know exactly what I can.
I really like where it's at.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
Well,
It's
that's
like
what-
ducked off.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Drake. I was like, dude, you're like you're right by the nice, like, you know, all those nice houses. But like this house, I even told Bailey, I was like, Drake has a nice house. Like it's when you come down here, like especially like what he made this into, and like,
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Mama Cindy for this.
yeah,
honestly,
for
'cause-
real.
I really like this neighborhood. My dad used to run from the cops a lot, and this was his favorite fucking little like duck off. You know,
Oh,
it's
shit,
like
really?
Hamilton's right there. Yeah, that's the thing. I told you he's a fucking psychopath. But yeah.
So when you came here, did you expect this?
Just from seeing your videos, yeah. But yeah, the location of the house is.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. Is like location of the house. You can have a ballin' ass house, but if it's in a shitty spot, it's like that shit's still kind of wacky.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, when I first moved into this little joint, man, I was just like, tell you, upstairs was green. The dining room where the table was dark blue. It had like nasty old oak. I found the needle in my kid's room.
No,
Dead ass. Swear.
Yeah, he did say that.
A needle.
damn,
I'm telling you, bro. It was your boy was down bad when he first moved in.
fuck.
Like these walls, bro. Like they're all obviously painted now. Like this wall needs to get painted white. But I had to physically hand wash these walls by myself because like they were just so covered in dirt.
In dirt, damn.
Like
I don't
if
know how people live in.
that's what I'm
filth
saying,
like
bro.
that.
It's like, you know, I was like, obviously, I'm not the cleanest
Crack.
person. Yeah, I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but like, you know, like I like to keep my house up to tidy.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
And it's just like when she told me when I first met my landlord, she was just like, I promise you, this house is not even an ounce of ready, and I don't even want to show it to you. And I was like, just show it to me. Like, I'm from the ghetto.
Right, yeah.
Like I'm from like Bluff Street. You can't. I was about to cuss, but
Are we not supposed to cuss?
no, we're not supposed to cuss.
Oh, okay.
So my mom's a manager, and she watches our clips and the videos.
Oh,
And so if you didn't see our previous clips, I just posted it last night. Oh, you're fine. You
I
can cuss.
apologize.
No,
Yeah,
you
you're good.
you
But
can
I'm
cuss.
saying, like, if you did join, like, you know,
Yeah.
what we talked about,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about later, but like, if you did join, then you'd have to be like what we do,
Yeah.
just not cuss and stuff.
Because she called me. A few days ago. And,
Cindy? Is that her
Yeah.
name? I apologize, Cindy.
Yeah, but you're fine. I promise
You're
you,
fine.
brother.
No,
But-
I know, but
But dude,
I know I'm fine with you, but I apologize.
but yeah, so like literally, like there's a difference between like a FaceTime phone call and then a direct phone call. And so that's when I was kind of just like,
Direct.
okay, what's going on? And so like literally, I mean, I'm chilling at the dinner. You know, I'm at the dinner table, just vibing out. We're eating dinner. We're having a good time. And I see mom pop up. My mom never calls, and that's the part where I knew I was either in trouble or there's business we have to talk about. And I just had that little mindset. So like I answered it like that, and I was just like, "What's up?" And she's just like, "How's everything going?" And like she's like, "I know my mom's in that moment." And like I was like, "You know, your mom's in that moment."
yeah.
And so I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "How'd the recording go yesterday?" And I was like, "It went fine. Like, you know, we had a good episode. We had some good laughs, everything like that." She's like, "Yeah, I know. I saw." I was like, "Oh, dope. You saw the video?" She's like, "Yeah." And I saw the clips on TikTok. I was like, "Oh shit." Sorry. But I was like, "Oh shit, okay." What did you think? She's like, stop cussing, Drake. I was like, oh, cussing. I'm not gonna tell you again. She's like, you out here cussing like you're a sailor. Quincy too.
I'm
she's
bad about that.
And she's like, the only reason why I'm calling you because Quincy started cussing and Quincy doesn't cuss in videos. So it was like, once you start cussing, he starts cussing and the video shot.
Yeah. No, and I told Drake, I was like, dude, because I can hold my composure. You know, I just don't cuss. And like Drake be just like, just keep going. I'm like, all right. And then it just kind of just flows. Like I don't even think about it, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah. I have a problem with that too. I always cut. It's bad.
I don't even know. I just like it just flows, bro. And it's just like I'm telling you, but it was a 4-minute conversation. I just
Stop cussing.
Literally, she's like, stop cussing. I'm not gonna tell you again. Like we've had this talk multiple times. Like this is the whole reason I even got in this whole blah blah blah. And I was like, you're right.
That's how I always feel about Lori. You know,
yeah.
When I'm talking to her, she's very religious. You know, she doesn't cuss, and she doesn't.
Lori's is sweet.
She doesn't really mind if you cuss, you know, but you can kind of see a little like, you know, a little twitch. You know, you let one fly around her, she's like, eh. So it's kind of the same thing. It's not very often I watch my tongue, but I try to with certain people.
Yeah,
so your mom is on that list.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my mom, that's like one thing. Like my mom, since we've obviously inherited a bunch of things from my grandparents. So shout out to my grandma and grandpa for getting us into this to where we are now. But to like see my mom take that evolution and that evolve to what they were to who she is now, it's been insane. Where it's like obviously she is mom, she's grandma, and then now she's manager. Where it's like she knows like which one she has to be in those moments. So it's actually really cool to see.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Drake, you got any more questions for?
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm asking is because we're getting to that time.
Oh yeah. Let's go to the notes. Oh, you don't have your phone. I'll ring them off. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you about a few questions.
What's up?
And so question number 1. All right. So I'm gonna go back to question number 1. With what you know about life, you somehow run to your 16-year-old self. What advice are you giving them?
Don't kill yourself.
Huh?
I like that, honestly, brother.
Yeah, no.
Because obviously, like I've had some dark times like that too, and it's like when you pull yourself out of that moment, you kind of do realize, like, damn.
When I was 16, anyway. I shouldn't say when you're 16, but when I was 16, it seemed like the thing to do. It seemed like the answer to all my problems.
The easy way out.
Right. Exactly.
No, I've had that. I think it was like 19 or 20. It might have been even like around closer when I was 21, just freshly 21. I was just getting drunk, bro. I just didn't give a fuck. I was taking pills. And
Have that moment.
I was just doing a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have, and kind of got me in the wrong mindset. So I'm glad I'm here today. I'm glad I'm glad you're here today.
I'm glad you're here today.
You got
you too, brother.
You got beautiful kids, man. You got a wife at home. I'll say she's your wife, bro.
I call her my wife.
Yeah, at this point, she is your wife.
Oh yeah. All right. Question number 2. What's one thing you want your kids to learn?
I want my kids to be better than me. If there's anything I could try to teach them that I'm still teaching myself is to just be fearless of life. A lot of people go through life with like anxieties that hold them down. It's like ankle weights in life, man. If you're scared of opportunities, you're always thinking of the worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that just cripples people. I see it every day. I see it, in a lot of my loved ones even. My best example of the opposite of that is my oldest brother. He's a fucking savage in life. He just dominates every aspect of life. And I feel like the leading cause of that is he's just fucking fearless all the time. I mean, anything in front of him, he feels like he's up to the task. And that's how I try to be. And that's what I would like, to instill in my children.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to do a follow-up on that one. What's one thing you learned from your kids?
Don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun. Just be goofy, I don't know. I learn from my kids every day.
Hell yeah. I think we're at 3.
3? All right. The man you are today, you get 1 minute, or you get 1 minute conversation with your father. What's the first thing you're telling him?
I love you. And I forgive you.
That's real.
Our last conversations in life, he was very like apologetic about how hard he was on me. So I would just say, you did the right thing. It's all good. I love you and I forgive you.
That's like one thing too. It's like to follow up with that. It's like my grandpa was like really hard on me in Dakota. Like he made us homeless during my 8th grade year. Like me and Mike, we had nowhere to live. We were living he had obviously some big executives. So we had houses around the world. But he just, I don't know, he just had that evil towards us. But I remember having a conversation with him, and he was like, my biggest regret in life is not being nicer to your grandma and not being nicer to you and your brothers. He's like, that, and like to hear him say that as like the man he is now, like 92 years old, dementia, where it's like it took you that long to say it so much. Me as a man now, where it's like I always live with it.
Okay. What's the worst advice you've ever heard?
Be careful.
What's the best advice you've heard? Is the follow up.
Oh. Be careful.
I mean that does work both ways.
I
right?
like it. I like it. I like
I
it.
do. So the last question I got for you is, what's one thing you want the world to know from Devin Sulsberger? Speak from the heart.
I want to finish that glass to say this. Speak out of tongue.
What's one thing I want the world to know?
The world, whoever, what's
Whoever
one
the
thing?
camera
Yeah, whoever is there,
watches this.
Yeah, whoever's watching this
and
right
needs
now.
it, everything, because they're obviously going to watch this video. They're going to watch the clips. They're going to see everything.
What's one thing that you want them to know that, like, basically this is from you? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't have to, like,
I'm saying take us out, take yourself out of the pod, take yourself out of who's next to you, left and right, and just say it.
Be nice to people, including yourself. It's going to be okay. The person you're talking to at any given moment could be going through, just as much or more than you. You never know. Just be nice to people, and especially be nice to yourself.
Yes, sir.
That everything?
I love it. So, this is Devin Sulsberger, everybody. Thank you for being on the pod, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
There's more to come. We're gonna get him on the football night and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things we didn't get into.
Yeah.
Fun.
No, I think
this is the start.
This is the start. I think we got some words we're gonna speak with him, and you might see more of Devin. We'll see.
Is that everything, brother?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's everything.
Fun.
I'm Quincy from the Heights,
I'm Drake.
I'm Devin.
and as always,
Like it's always say.
Girl, what you tell me that you love me, baby. Girl, what you